Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you were risen?
Something smells divine. Interested in my wares? Interested in my wares? Business hasn't been the best for some time now. Gold's made to be spent. I'm just grateful to still be in business. Best buy what you need, lest you regret it late. Many thanks.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch in my case.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use.
Night time already? I thought 'twas rather dark.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
Fine place to ponder the higher mysteries. Gotta be somewhere to make some quick call.
It is nice to see everyone out and about.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are unavailable at present, save to applicants who already possess the requisite equipment. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We'll not find anything if we don't start looking.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Will they find their nerve or will they merely stare?
Welcome.
It's nice to see everyone.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Fine wares all.
Peruse at your leisure.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
There is surely no challenge to which we cannot rise.
It seems Sir Roderick is the one to talk to. Shall we go and speak with him? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
This ladder could...
Here at last.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
It's a long day of work.
Mayhap we'll... to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armourer's wares? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Good day, sir. What might you be?
Wish I'd been born a nobleman's son.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Right, just follow me.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Fire must be put out! There are what they burn! I knew you would prevail, Master.
Could seem I've some catching up to do.
They have to be somewhat overdone. No matter.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
I'll turn you into a pig.
So close a call offers no solace in victory.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune will not always favour us.
sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
I suppose 'tis so?
Ah, that's better. Many thanks.
Follow me.
Master, goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Right, just follow me.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
It is not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Where ought we to begin our search?
I'm a fighter by trade. Send me to the Vanguard, where I might put my strength to full use.
Come to think of it,
Some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat.
'Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
What I wouldn't give for a map, particularly one that could tell us where all the treasure lies.
By your leave.
That was outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
Capable of operating.
The prison has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames!
Thank you, Master. I feel much better now.
Goblins, Master!
You cannot be too careful.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boats.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
The fire must be put out! Ere our comrade burns!
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Display If 'tis as broken as it seems, then I'm afraid we've no recourse but to find another way around.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
It's taking every ounce of my strength just to remain standing. Will this march never end?
I fear for our chances if we were to be set upon now.
All done, then?
Well said.
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now. We found an arched staff and a great sword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus? Fret not, master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on? Prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
We really ought to take a moment to catch our breath, if we can spare one.
fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Come to think of it,
Some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating.
Foes? I can scarce feel my arm from the last battle.
protection. Got the enemies right where I need them, Aritas. Don't let up!
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
That wasn't a homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a bad way, but ne'er did I expect to see an entire basque of saurians picking up bugs.
Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now.
That explains the harmony betwixt us.
Ah, our errand is nearly done, and not a moment too soon.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
I suppose 'tis so? A ladder, is it? How convenient.
We ought to put it to good use.
Here, if you please.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have procured an archer staff, I see. Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to acquire a greatsword. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Newfound strength courses through.
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter.
A job well done.
I hadn't expected to feel such a sense of accomplishment. I suppose that comes of serving the Arisen.
We're not done yet, Master. Our next destination awaits. I... Shall guide us to our nearest destination. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Some of us get complacent.
Could you come over here? Is there no getting through this door?
This battle couldn't have come at a worse time! I only hope our victory's a swift one!
I've never heard such nonsense.
Dr. Focus, my head will roll with force.
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
minute.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
We have yet more locations to attend to. I shall guide us to our nearest destination. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Rather thrilling.
Where are we off to next? I shall guide us to our nearest destination.
Goblins, Master!
Leave it to me.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Just in the nick of time. I thought I was done for. I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Dare I say
That was impeccable. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
We ought to take a closer look.
Stand and fight, you cutlass wonder.
That's all I do.
Rather thrilling.
We're not done yet, Master. Our next destination awaits. Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Seems there are wolves on the prowl.
I doubt ice will be of any use against it.
That's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Truly? Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
We really ought to take a moment to catch our breath, if we can spare one.
Good, we're here.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
All done then?
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it. We've come to reclaim armaments abandoned on previous monster culling missions. These roads have grown ever more perilous this past half a year. There's even been tale of banditry near the border. If your journey takes you there, you do well to stay on your guard.
Could you come over here?
Where are we off to next?
We're not done yet, Master. Our next destination awaits. Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. We were to make for Harb Village. I recall. It is not far from here. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. Shall we see if there's... I know of nothing that demands your immediate notice. It's taking every ounce of my strength just to remain standing.
We have yet more locations to attend to. Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. We were to make for Harb Village, as I recall. It is not far from here. We're not done yet, Master. Our next destination awaits. I shall guide us to our nearest destination. We were to make... Where are we off to next? We've a few options where to go, but I'd say our best bet is to start with the location nearest us. We were to make for Harb Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Must finding these be so difficult?
A splendid discovery.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
We really ought to take a moment to catch our breath, if we can spare one.
We're not done yet, Master. Destination awaits. We've a few options where to go, but I'd say our best bet is to start with the location.
Our enemy's weakness! Thank you for healing me, Elizabeth.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
underestimating our foe.
We must formulate a strategy, else we've no hope.
Feast your eyes on this.
Forgive me, Arisen. I shall see to it this does not happen again.
Come out and play.
It's taking every ounce of my strength just to remain standing. Will this march never end?
I fear for our chances if we were to be set upon now.
Now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ah, I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combats.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
Be well, Arisen. I'm not one for tearful goodbyes, but I must admit, I've grown rather fond of you.
Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
Your luck's run out. And my...
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
'Tis as you say. Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Master, I've naught more to say. Pressing me further shan't change that.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We have yet more locations to attend to. We've a few options where to go, but I'd say our best bet is to start with the location nearest us. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. It is not far from here. We're not done yet, Master. Our next destination awaits. Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. We were to make for Harve Village, I recall.
Walls draw near!
This foe will recoil from flame.
I shan't let them harm you.
Right where I want you.
There's no room to parley.
I am in your debt. Here you are. No, I insist.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can using what's in my pack.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so. Here. If you please. This way.
Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
What say? We mark it in our minds as a place of interest.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. Thank you, Master. I feel much better now. Could you come over here?
work.
Indeed. 'Twas enough to make one pity our foe.
Here, if you please.
Twill take an age to arrive on foot. Better we made use of a ferry stone if one's available.
Saurians!
Right where I want you. That's enough.
Knows where it doesn't belong.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift. Could you come over here? You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
A knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
I thank you for the chance to hone my swordsmanship, and in good company at that.
Delighted to meet you. Especially if we share a sweet tooth.
Right, just follow me.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Very well, I shall lend you my aid.
You do seem to be in need of it.
I just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Is there no getting through this door? Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. I've got a good feeling about this one. Let me be the one to collect it.
They say the Sovereign's up in the palace, recovering from his battle wounds. Seems driving away the dragon took quite a toll on our liege. Tell is, the beast's flames burnt is a right miracle he yet lives, if you ask me.
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in now. The carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
It is a glorified errand we've been given, but we'd best see to it all the same.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
That's it! I've had enough! Clear off! And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly!
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call the sentinels on you again. Are we clear?
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you! You're the good sir who aided me in Melv. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you. Oi, sir! We've started selling that medicine you gave me at our shop. Why don't you...
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen. 'Tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I've brought you a gift. Will you accept it?
Monster's really scary. I've never seen them.
Peace and quiet. What's the road,
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master story.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
And should my story entertain you, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate it.
Have you come to be curious of other vocations? While 'tis admirable to devote yourself, particularly if you are eligible for a special vocation, heretofore unseen opportunities of exciting potential. Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Do come again. Look as long as you please.
What should I get?
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Let's see. What can we do without?
Go on, have a look. Go on, have a look. Interested in my wares? Many thanks.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business. Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
What's got you in such a...
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Lettering all day. I'm a tad busy at the moment.
I've a nose for rumours of every
Off. Is there naught being done to make... Seems my humming would be unwelcome hereabouts.
On me to tavern for a drink and some gossip. That old fool wouldn't last a day without...
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
How might I liven up our time?
All this walking...
This looks as good a place as any. Say, have you been to Harp? Well,
If you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Come back any time.
This isn't much to go on. Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect... I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
This I smell. I'm dead on my feet.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And ours for a full week at no charge. What a steal.
Shall we get some rest then? Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour.
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melve. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Might we consider boarding an ox cart? I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as balls.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
You'll like to run into some monsters on the way? Seems nowhere. Should the cart be assailed, 'twill be your job.
Not good will come of this.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
daft. We forget the value.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
Off we trot.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
It's been a hard day.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Come on, Dennis.
Some of us get complacent, but I train every day.
This ox cart's bound for Mel. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
What to make of this? My legs are bare numb.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
We're setting out. Jump on if you're paid. Aye? Looking to ride the ox cart?
Always another errand to see to.
Fine. I had a feeling that rest would do us good.
We must not let down our guard. You're soft. Do try not to catch cold.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Well, I'm sure there's still...
Wearing armor all day.
Scratch on my arms and armor.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Gotta fix this up proper.
Well met. Hope to see you again.
What to do?
Not much going on.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his time I went looking.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Just take it easy today.
You understand how heavy the burden of
He
duty
really ought
can
to have
be.
returned by now. Mayhaps his time I went looking for.
time to be heading home.
'Tis quiet about.
Oh, at least dreams.
I'm a man of leisure at
What
heart.
am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on.
A treasure chest. I can hardly wait to open it.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Live with myself.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your...
Errands are wearisome work, indeed.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
'Tis as you say.
It's been a hard day.
Good day to you.
I've toiled long enough. I think...
Can't talk till I...
Time to be heading home. A good day to you.
He really ought to have returned by now.
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty.
We've naught to discuss.
I shan't let circumstance.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Can't place what 'tis.
What am I to do?
Ours is a show on.
'Twould benefit us all if the roads were safer.
Mind, I have time for a citizen in need. Or to polish up my gear. Pleasant surroundings make for pleasant thoughts.
Anyone seeking to disturb peace.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Getting thought to befall him.
Some time passed. He was tall. And rather handsome, I must say. But there was I tell you. Whether we speak the same tongue or not, there's said to be an elven village someplace deep in the mountains. I can't...
We've naught to discuss.
Aught you need of me?
How might I be of assistance?
What would you of me?
Time. This place is too comfortable.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Made my legs ache of fright.
What brings you here?
Oh, I can't complain.
'Tis a lad.
The other day, they ill favour living along. I understand their reluctance. Not to mention their tongue is a mystery.
Can't say I've any tidings to
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Wakestone shards are worth their weight in gold when one has enough of them to combine.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
If that is what you wish, Arisen, I'll go on ahead.
To have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
What can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It's a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Shall we report back now?
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Got to fix this up proper.
Time to be heading home.
I've got to
It's been a hard day.
The shift's only just begun. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Fascinating.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. If you're in need of a ride, 'tis now or now.
Some decent sleep. Comfy bed.
It was a bumpy ride.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend.
Ox cart seems a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
You have my support.
We have yet more locations to attend to. I say we start with the location nearest. Which will save us a world of effort. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
Fancy a look at my wares?
You fancy a look at my wares? Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Always a pleasure.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Fancy a look at my wares?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
What do you want?
Say, have you been to Harv? Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old I hear, as if that wasn't queer enough, I cannot fathom his obsession.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Don't bother talking to me if you've naught to offer.
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different as well. Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
I wish I knew your restraint arisen.
I've assembled the finest wares for...
Fancy a look at my wares?
Ought catch your eye. Just say the...
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
I'm going to go exploring.
Need anything?
How can I get more customers to shred of gratitude?
It's this way.
We're not allowed to talk during missions, sir.
You've been an immense help.
Got to try to enjoy life.
Would that I was kept half as busy as I once.
Is there aught this pawn might do for you? 'Tis uncommon for a lad of his age to be unable to shop on his own.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Not a care in the world.
Need anything?
Let's be right at home.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. 'Twould be unseemly for an elf. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Well, why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, it might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you give to me this but many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold, but this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by... That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now...
What I can do for you?
It's this way.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Always the same. They are strange, just how I like it.
What manner of fish is this?
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Heard of any ways to make some easy coin? This lad... can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Make my blood boil.
Have mercy.
Acting up today.
I swear I've never slept better.
I've little enough gold to spend.
Living's
I've
hard,
no need of misers
but
in my...
dreams are free, I
It's
say.
this way.
I grow restless when I do the same thing.
Would that I could spend all day.
This town must have needs. 'Tis my duty to find them. And quiet. Looks best taken at a leisurely pace.
to see so many smiles about.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Seems to be a hard day.
Gladly stay a while.
Need anything?
Something good will come up today. I just know it.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Only care I have is how to spend the day. Tis my duty to find them.
It's this way.
Tire of work. You've been an immense help, my friend. The cart reached its...
What to do?
Eyes aren't what they used to be. Best head to market before it slips my mind.
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Where are you going?
Anyone will notice if they stay here a bit.
Apologies, but I can't.
I'll gladly stay a while.
Teach him a lesson. He wants best not be bothering me for no.
Mind?
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
We forget to do nothing.
Where are you going?
Sheets and ale.
I ought to turn in for the night.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel...
You looking to enlist?
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
Time to be heading home.
I'm not careful.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, got any tales to...
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged, sir. Not a care in the world.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Business could be better, but I'm great. 'Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. 'Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Business could be better, but I'm scraping. Bye. Always a pleasure.
Well then, son, how might I be of service? We've more places to go, yes? Then let us be off. I say we start with the location nearest us, which will save us a world of effort. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. It's not far from here.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Time to hit the sack.
Right, just follow me.
We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we?
It is not without cause that we are called nomads. No matter how far we might stray, we can always find each other again.
Goblins approach!
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns!
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We've strayed off course. A different path would deliver us quicker now. I'll lead the way. Did anyone else see that? Or catches the light?
We ought to take a closer look.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well.
Where are we off to next? I say we start with the location nearest us, which will save us a world of effort. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. It's not far from here.
We're
A tad too high, methinks. This way, if you please. follow me. Need me at the Vanguard? Say no more.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Just when I needed it most. Many thanks.
Seems there's no room for argument here. I shall obey, but I won't pretend I'm happy about it.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
There's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Truly?
This way, if you please.
Victory is at hand. Let us
leverage to our advantage.
No quarrel here.
ounce of my strength just to remain standing. Will this march never end?
We really ought to take a moment to catch our breath, if we can spare one.
Thank you for healing me, Arisen.
We have yet more locations to attend to. Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. It is not far from here. Shrines, master!
One of us has been drenched!
Fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Right, just follow me.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Shall we get some rest? I'm dead on my feet.